You have heard it a million times. Content is crucial for SEO, and it is. But what does it actually look like? What kind of content? How much? And where do I even start? If you have been stuck trying to figure it all out, don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create a 6-month content calendar that's simple, strategic, and designed to help you rank better on search engines. So pull up a blank doc and let's build this calendar together. Hey, I'm Robin, your B2B marketing bestie. I help B2B businesses create content strategies that drive traffic and leads. I have done this process tons of times for clients, so I know that it works. Now, before we jump into building our calendar, let me explain why we are planning for 6 months. First, consistency is everything for SEO. Search engines love fresh content, and a plan helps you stick to a schedule. Second, mapping out blogs and other content together makes sure you stay strategic. Each piece builds on the last to drive results. And finally, creating a calendar like this takes the guesswork out of what do I post next? Then at the end of the 6 months, you can look back and see what worked and what didn't, and use that to guide you when you start planning for the next 6 months. 6 months is enough time to be strategic, but it doesn't lock you in for too long if you need to take a step back and recalibrate. Now, one more thing before we start creating the calendar, you'll want to have already done your keyword research and identified your target keywords. And this step is critical, so if you want to learn how to do it, check out my video where I walk you through step by step how to do keyword research and identify the right keywords that give you the best chance of ranking high in the search engines. All right, now let's start building this calendar. All right, so let's start by setting up the calendar. So open up a doc or a spreadsheet. I just use Google Sheets because I'm a basic B2B marketing bestie. But seriously, you don't need any fancy tools. If you want to use Trello or Asana or whatever else, that's fine. But I like Google Sheets or even Excel because they're free and easy, and I am all about making things free and easy. So here is the layout that I use. I start with the month, January, February, March, April, May, June. And then I have theme, and we'll go over that in just a minute. Then we've got the title, and this is going to be the title of whatever content piece you're creating. And then we've got content type, so whether it's a blog or a guide or a webinar or a video. And then we've got the target keyword, if there's a target keyword associated with that piece of content. Then we've got the due date. So let's fill this out together as we go. So you want to start with 2 to 3 content themes that align with your keywords and target audience. Themes give your content strategy focus and direction. So instead of just throwing random blog ideas out there, themes help you organize your topics around clear goals, your audience's needs, and your business's priorities. So for example, let's say you've got a SaaS marketing automation tool. Your theme for January might be lead nurturing. And maybe your theme for February is marketing automation. And then maybe your theme for March is customer retention, and so on. And you would continue the process through to June. All right, before we get back to the spreadsheet, I want to talk about blogs for a minute because they are the backbone of your SEO content strategy. So why are blogs so important? Well, for one, they give you opportunities to target specific keywords that your audience is searching for. Each blog post becomes a page that search engines can index, helping you attract new visitors and get discovered for a wider range of topics. Plus, blogs are a great way to answer your audience's questions, solve problems, and showcase your expertise. Think of it this way. Each blog post is like planting a seed. The more high-quality seeds you plant, the more chances you have to drive high-quality leads to your site. So here's how we're going to do it. Plan for about 2 to 4 blog posts per month. If you're just starting out, 2 per month is just fine. It is really all about consistency and quality, not just quantity. All right, so now let's fill out this calendar with blog ideas that align with your target keywords. So for lead nurturing, I might plan blogs like, what is lead nurturing? A beginner's guide. And maybe another one could be 5 ways to automate your lead nurturing process. Okay, so I've got the 2 blogs that I want to write for January. And again, if you want to do more than 2, go for it. But if you're just starting out, I think that 2 is probably plenty to get started with. Take a moment now and brainstorm about 2 to 3 content themes for your business and drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're working on. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more tips on B2B marketing that will help you grow your business. Now let's talk about premium content. This is your lead generating content. Content like pillar pages, guides, webinars, or videos. This is generally longer, high value content that someone would be willing to trade their contact information for in order to receive. I typically recommend creating a premium piece of content every quarter or every 3 months. This is just going to help keep it more manageable. Anything more than that and you're likely to get overwhelmed. And here's the trick. While creating this content may seem daunting, you don't actually have to reinvent the wheel. You can create premium content by repurposing the blogs you've already created. And this is a great way to get more mileage out of the content you've already written. Okay, so here's how you want to schedule your premium content. Let's say over the last 3 months, you've written all the blogs related to lead nurturing, marketing automation, and customer retention. And you see that I've gone ahead and filled out February and March too. And I also filled in the content type. These are all blogs and the target keyword for each of them. Now you can repurpose those blogs into a comprehensive guide or pillar page, or maybe even a webinar or a video. So maybe something like deep dive into marketing automation for growth and retention. And this is going to be a pillar page. So to create this pillar page, all you need to do is combine your existing blog content and then add a few new insights or expanded sections to provide extra value. And make sure it's organized logically for the reader. So you may need to add like an intro page or a few transitional paragraphs just to make sure it all flows together nicely. One quick note, just avoid copying and pasting your blogs word for word. This can actually hurt your SEO because search engines don't like duplicate content. Instead, refresh and expand the content. Just think of it as building on what you already have. So for the first 3 months, your calendar might look something like this. You've got your blogs, and then at the end of month 3, you publish your piece of premium content. Not only does this save you time, but it also ties everything together. So your blogs drive traffic to the website, and then your premium content converts visitors into leads. Now let's map out the schedule. I have gone ahead and filled out the full 6-month calendar, so yours should look something like this when you're done. So I've got 2 blogs per month and then 1 premium piece of content per quarter. Now let's just add some due dates. All right, so now we're done. Here's the finished calendar, clean, organized, and actionable. So we've mapped out the month, the content theme, the title of the post or the content type, the target keyword, and the due dates. So you should be all set. Now you have a clear, repeatable system for content that ranks and converts, and there's no more guesswork. Just remember that consistency is key. Even if you can only do 1 blog per month, just stick with it. Slow progress is still progress, and your SEO will build over time. Now, once you've got all this great content, SEO isn't the only thing it's good for. Check out my video up here to learn how to use content to convert leads in your pipeline. It has got tons of tips on how to keep your audience engaged throughout the buyer journey and ultimately how to convert them into buyers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over there.